My name is Michael DeLu, and I don't know if y'all can. I don't know about y'all, but I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Football is officially back. All right? And yeah, I'm here. I am here, and I'm back. All right, with that being said, my name is Michael DeLu. All right, and even though I genuinely miss being able to talk about professional football, and now that it's finally fucking back, I can't wait. All right, game 1 of 272 is now in the books. I'm here to, dissect what we saw, dissect what happened, and just get right into the politics of this season. The 104th NFL season has kicked off, and the first game of the season was the Lions defeating the Chiefs 21-20. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of yesterday's game, if you're an NFL fan just like myself, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and join the Pull Up the Tape community. It only takes a couple seconds. If you love football, just hit the subscribe button because it only takes a couple seconds, and it helps me in being able to reach my long-term goals, provide for my family, travel across the world, do what I love for a living, X, Y, and Z. With that being said, hit the subscribe button, join the Pull Up the Tape community, all right? Join that shit. Hit the button. It only takes a couple seconds, all right? So the Detroit Lions defeated the Super Bowl defending champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, 21-20. And the first thing, y'all know how I like to do this. First and foremost, I always got to give credit to the winning team, and then I'm gonna go in on the losing team. So the Detroit Lions still got them cheerleaders. Open this damn door, all right? Yeah, that's a line from my favorite episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's called 72 Hours. It's when Will takes Carlton to the hood, takes him to Compton, and then Carlton becomes C-Note, whatever the case may be. But the Detroit Lions. So I want to say this about Dan Campbell. He officially has the biggest balls in the NFL. He has the biggest balls in the NFL. And it was obvious that, when I seen them go for a fake punt on their own side of the field, that, they came there to win, honestly. And they had no intentions of playing conservative, playing safe, playing anything. They wanted to play fast, reckless, and make a statement and come out there and play smash mouth football. And that's exactly what they did. They came out and they were swinging from the fences from the start. Big swings. They're not playing conservative. The fake punt, like I said, a fake punt in the first half, which led to their first touchdown of the season, scored by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Fight on, go Trojans, modern day high school, Santa Ana, California. Fight the fuck on. And honestly, I just want to give credit to the Detroit Lions because they fought through adversity. They played from behind, and they finished out the game strong, and they finished out the game in the right way. I want to give a shout out to the Lions defense. The Lions defense held Patrick Mahomes to under 6 yards per attempt through the air, and on top of holding him to under 6 yards per attempt through the air, he was their leading rusher. There's no way the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win a game where Patrick Mahomes is the leading rusher. That's not a formula for success for the Chiefs. Neither is that a formula that they want to replicate ever again. They probably want that to make that an isolated situation, like it only happened maybe once or twice or even 3 times this entire season. Isaiah Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Jerick McKinnon need to carry their weight, especially in the ground on the ground. All right. Jared Goff. I want to get into about, but I don't really. I honestly, this is what I'll say about the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions played a good game, not a great game. They could have been better, but they were still able to pull away and pull out a W against the Chiefs on opening night. And I want to say this though. I want to say this: going to Arrowhead and winning a game is not easy at all. At all. Like Patrick Mahomes has probably lost a handful of times at Arrowhead. I know one of them was against the Bengals. I know another one was against the Patriots. This is one. If This is probably the 5th one or the 6th one, honestly. This doesn't happen often, and it's not going to happen often, okay? It's not something that's going to happen often. So I want to give – I know people are going to say, oh, well, the Chiefs didn't have Chris Jones. Chiefs didn't have Travis Kelce, which made a difference. But at the end of the day, a game was played, and the Detroit Lions were the better of the two teams that played, okay? So with that being said, credit to the Lions offensive line for coming together and like, you know, finishing off the game as strong as they did in the second half. Credit to the Lions defense for playing good football all the way through. And credit to the Lions as a whole organization, as a football team, because the Lions are fighting against something that is very hard to fight against. History. Lions are fighting against history. Lions haven't won a playoff game since before I was fucking born. And I'm about to be 30 in like a year and some change, okay? So the Lions are fighting against history. Lions started off the season last year by slamming the doors on Aaron Rodgers' career in Lambeau, and they're opening up this season by slamming the door in Patrick Mahomes' face, okay? So let me get into box score. Jared Goff, 22 of 35, 253 yards, a touchdown. David Montgomery, 21. David Montgomery, who's on my fantasy team, 21 carries, 74 yards, a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7 carries, 42 yards. The Lions were able to muster almost 120 yards on the ground. Josh Reynolds, 4 catches, 80 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown, okay? And the other touchdown was scored by the Lions defense, okay? I got to give credit to where credit is due. Got to give credit to the Lions defense for what they did in yesterday's game. They played really, really good football. For the majority, like the fact that they were like, you know, I seen this on because I watch First Things First. Typically, the first game of the season, the Chiefs have been averaging the first game of the season since Patrick Mahomes has been the starting quarterback. The Chiefs have averaged 38 points per game, and yesterday they only scored 20. Okay, so I talked about the Detroit Lions. Let me talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, first and foremost, Mahomes was not at his best at all. He missed on some throws. He overthrew some throws, underthrew some throws. He was scrambling for most of the game. He never really, for the most part, had a clean pocket to operate for majority of the nights the way he usually does. But I say that to say his young guys let him down all fucking night. Rashad Rice was stopped on 4th and short. Sky Moore dropped some passes. The receivers let down Mahomes all night long, and the offense let down the defense because their defense was actually pretty good. KC's defense was really impressive. They generated a pretty consistent pass rush, and they were solid and had a lot of key stops. And you know they went into the first half with the lead, but they weren't able to sustain it. And I will say this, Travis Kelce was missed tremendously. Travis Kelce was missed. And the highlights of the drops highlighted the drops highlighted how much he was missed because Travis Kelce would have got at least 10 targets, 8-9 catches, over 100 yards, and probably a touchdown. But I was just even then, this goes to a bigger problem, which I think that the Chiefs need to address in the offseason. Patrick Mahomes is about to turn 28. He's 27 right now. He's about to turn 28. Travis Kelce is 34. Travis Kelce is getting closer to the tail end of his career as Travis Kelce is closer to the end of his career than the beginning. Okay, he's 34. He's probably going to start to show signs of aging soon. Like maybe not this season, definitely next season, and for sure the season after that. Like I don't see Travis Kelce playing until he's fucking 40. He's 34 right now. 35, 36. I mean, hey, he's getting kind of out there in terms of age. But he was tremendously missed tonight. Tremendously missed tonight. And let me say something about this. Like I said, the receivers let down Mahomes. The offense let down the defense. And it just oh my God. Let me say something. Let me tell you something. Kadarius fucking Toney. I thought the end of Top Boy was the worst shit I seen yesterday until I saw Kadarius fucking Toney play football on Thursday night. That nigga was horrible. That nigga was horrible. And the crazy thing is, I just knew that nigga would be trending on Twitter. I opened Twitter, he was trending. That's how fucking bad he was. He dropped 4 passes. And one of the passes that he dropped, and not only did he drop 4 passes, he dropped them at the most critical times during the game. Like every drop was a critical play for the game. Dropped here, drop here, drop here. And his first drop ended up hitting his hand, bouncing into the air. The safety, one hand catches it, grabs it, and takes it to the crib. And then the Chiefs were able to tie up the game. No, the Lions were able to tie up the game 14-14. And yeah, honestly, it was bad. It was bad. He was fucking terrible, honestly. Like, and I seen he was trending. He needs to be. The Chiefs can't afford to cut him though, because they don't really have a lot of playmakers. Like, honestly, the Chiefs are lacking at that position. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, they get Travis Kelce back. But even then, they're gonna need somebody else to step up because Travis Kelce can't carry the burden all by himself. He's a good player, but like I said, he's getting older. The Chiefs, this Chiefs team is good because they have Patrick Mahomes, but their offense is like, you got to think about it. Tyreek Hill, gone. Juju Smith, gone. Mecole Hardman, gone. Byron Pringle, gone. Look who's left. They have a lot of young, anyways, this is a good game to start off the season. I'm really, really excited for season 104. The Detroit Lions play the Seattle Seahawks next. The Kansas City Chiefs play my Jacksonville Jaguars next. I hope we can beat them and send them to 0-2, and we'll start off the season 2-0. But with that being said, I mean, this is going to be a really, really good season, and I am going to stay consistent and be constantly cranking out content related to the NFL, Monday Night Football, Thursday night football, the best games on Sunday, Sunday night football, Monday night football. It goes down. Trust me, I will be covering it. Okay, with that being said, my name is Michael DeLu. I'm the voice of Pull Up the Tape. I'm the king of Pull Up the Tape, the CEO, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you love the NFL just the same way that I do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and join the Pull Up the Tape community, because why the fuck not? With that being said, I'm out this bitch.